Okay. I think it's subs and mods. I think both of those are exempt from seeing the ads. I might be mistaken on the mods, because I know Sabine does call them out. So yeah, we had a bit of a rough round last time. We didn't clear the fleet wall, and to be fair, we made quite a few messes along the way. I mean, I dropped on Mon, dropped on Bad Batch cracks. So yeah, it wasn't a clean offense to say the least on this account. I was saying, Sabine, that you do notice when ads run. We can do that if got time, yeah. Just see how these GACs go, yeah, so Adrad as well, we dropped on. I think we did drop on the back as well. It's just how it goes. Let's have a look. Yeah, we dropped on Trench, so it's just the way the round went. This guy didn't drop a single banner, so it was unfortunate, but I also don't have any grudge against this guy, because it's like, you did great on offense, so I'm not knocking it. It's like, what can I say? Urban, your opponent went hard on defense. Are you able to, like, chew through a wall just to get in there? Because this is the thing that I always think about with streaming. I do put myself at a disadvantage in general, just for the fact that I can't actually just do a little bit and then see if I can do a bit later. Whereas that is a good approach in a lot of senses. You know, maybe just get, say, a couple of teams down or a wall down and then come back later if you need to. But might be an option for you. Okay, I'm just going to call this out for more for like the YouTube video that will come from this. That Lerdonis did actually reach out to me for this round, and they've said they're setting a normal defense, if you like. I think they mentioned Malgus in the DM, so I'm not expecting anything too crazy, but apparently they're going to not try and win. So I'm not going to stop them, because I'll take the crystals, if I'm being honest. But I'm going to say I'm not exactly sure why. So if you're watching this at some point, Lerdonis, feel free to let me know, because I didn't actually pry into that. But yeah, anyway, this is the compare. So yeah, we're about 200k behind in GP. Not the biggest gap we've ever had. 37 Zetas behind. 9 Omicrons ahead. That's very nice for us. 4 total relics ahead, so only a small gap. Same with 7 for the relic 5 pluses. We have got a pretty chunky Datacron advantage, so that's nice to see again. We're quite a way behind on the 6-dot mod school, but then when you actually look at the speeds, we're doing quite alright. I mean, it's only little advantages, 15, 26, 9. But, I mean, when you're looking 55 to 46, 25 plus speed mods, 9 is a pretty good gap, you know, so I'm happy with that. As far as GLs go, yeah, this is the awkward bit. They've got everything, so assuming what they've said is true, because honestly you don't know until you get into the round, I'm not being funny there, but you don't know if maybe this is a bit of mind games or something. So, you know, for all I know, they put all 7 down, all 8 down as if to say screw you. But honestly, I'm hoping I don't see them. At least all of them. And we've got all the ships, so yeah. Let's see what's going on. Lovely Eradicate Jabba on defense. Thankfully I haven't got that today. I actually didn't change my defense. I really should have done, but I forgot. So, yeah, Jabba on defense. It's something that, with Aphra, I'm not too concerned about. But I imagine if you haven't got a counter, it's a pain in the backside. Alright, let's see what Lerdonis has done. So we've got a raid team, or a raid Jedi training team, I should say. We've got a trench team, Cere Malicos, second sister. I'm actually curious how that'll play out. 7 sister lead, and then we've got Bastila, Mace, and Qui-Gon. By the way, Lerdonis, I will say, I'm so glad I'm not the only one in Kyber 2 to not have Qui-Gon on me. I feel like I'm not alone. Even if I wasn't exactly expecting it there. So we got Adrad, we got Shaak with Cody and Sergeant. Okay. We got Malgus, Marauder, and Revan. We got GG Droids, and we got Mon Mothma. Okay. So I will just put the message on screen just for the fact that I do want to just kind of let everyone see what I was talking about. It's a bit difficult when I'm just on the wrong menus. Here we go. So I did say, this is what Lerdonis said to me, essentially. They'll still attack but leave one of my ships untouched, essentially just so that I get the win via virtue of one thing not being beaten. All you have to do is clear all the territories. I won't set any GLs on defense. I'll just take requests, which I didn't take up, just the fact that I prefer someone to play their own game, essentially. But yeah, I told him I stream on here. I said as long as it's not a 7-8 GL wall, I'm happy, which to be fair, I actually said that before I checked his roster. So he could have actually done a 7-8 GL wall if he'd wanted. But yeah, I've left him my Twitch address just so they could check out what we did. And yeah, and say Malicos, Malgus, no GLs, enjoy the win. So, like I say, we could have done some theme, but honestly, I'm not that way inclined. I like just playing a clean game as much as possible. I mean, let's just see. Let's just see how it goes. What counters Palpatine, Vader, and Mara? I'm actually trying to think there. Padme would, wouldn't it? Because it doesn't Padme prevent Termite again? Cere, yeah. Early on, maybe CLS. If you can shoot Mara... Actually, that's an interesting question. If you were to shoot Vader, then Mara... Because Mara will take Luke's shield. I'm trying to think what you mean by the shield. I'm gonna say, because if we've done protection, it's not TW. She does make Jedi Knight Luke blind, but she doesn't have anything to do with Commander Luke. Now, it would be interesting if there's some synergy like that, but no, she doesn't have any anti-CLS synergy directly. There is something about JKL, though. He's blinded whenever she takes a turn. It was a weird call out, but it was pretty cool when they put it in there. Yeah, I mean, it might just be worth giving it a go with Qui-Gon. Qui-Gon's very good, especially in 3v3 where he's got less things to deal with. Oh, or Ahsoka. What Kyber am I at, Yaren? I'm in Kyber 2 on this account, and I'm on Kyber 3 on my free-to-play. So, I'm gonna say, I'm certainly nowhere near Kyber 1. I feel like right now on this account, I'm just kind of grasping to the frame of Kyber 2 and saying, don't drop me down. Oh man, I've got you, I've got Kit. There's a guy in my guild, Grogu's sort of getting around my ballpark of skill points, and I'm like, there's just a bunch of fights. As much as I would love them, I would really fear them. Especially you, Darts, because I know you've got you've got 7 GLs, right? You're getting your 8th soon. I'm like, man. What's my skill rating? Let's have a look. I haven't actually checked it in a while. I know Grogu was close to me just by virtue of where we were talking about, if you know what I mean. It was like an approximation. Let's have a look though. Skill rating 3346. So I'm curious where I am compared to my free-to-play actually now. Starsight has been on the channel, he's my highest on this account. Kit, who's in here as well, he's second. Kit's been trying to drop rank to catch me, but I think he's, yeah, you're more likely to face Kit than me, it seems, Darts. But yeah, 3346, the closest I'm at is to Charlie. Man, Charlie's a good player. I wouldn't like facing him. And there's Crimson. I'm a little bit behind there. I really did have a bad last round of 5v5, so I think that plummeted my ranking. I'm going to say R7 Vader, you can't sniff at it. Honestly, that was something I held out on for the longest time. I think on both of my accounts I'd left him at Gear 8, and then Merciless Massacre as an ability was released. And yeah, he just became a monster. So he went from Gear 8 to Gear 12, then to Relic 7 pronto. It was just incredible how he had a complete reversal in fortune. Okay, let's get to it. And I am winging this a bit, I'll be honest. With knowing this guy was going to be a little bit light on defense, I thought I won't go too heavy in thought. Your last GAC went very well, but the two before that was like, Order 60, why don't I just rage quit? Yeah, I've had a couple of them. To be honest, I'm surprised I haven't done a video compilation of the times I've just rage quit to my streams. It might not be that many, but when they do, man, I feel like a real petulant little kid. Go on, have that. And another. And another. Thank you. In your own time, Mando. Bye-bye. Exactly. I mean, I feel like I don't do it as much now, especially since the change to GAC. I feel like it was more of a thing beforehand, but yeah, a bad round of GAC actually stopped me playing the game for a month. It was when Datacrons came out last year, and man oh man, it was one of the lowest times I've felt in this game. So I'm glad I haven't felt like that in a while. I think actually that break just helped me reset, if you like, as far as not taking everything so seriously. You absolutely destroyed your opponent last round. He had 5 GLs on offense, and he couldn't even get through your Rey. That must have really hurt. I mean, I feel like I've kind of got a good cron for Rey. I don't know if I've set it on here, but I know I did it in the last TW. I'm curious if I've done it here. I probably have, with it being that. Yeah, nice chunk of health steal with health. And then it's this one with targeting other allies. I mean, I wish you could get light side there, obviously, but yeah, I was kind of happy with that one. Because I haven't even had to think about Rey crons previously, so just suddenly being thrown her, it's like, oh, what cron do you want, love? So it's been nice that she's actually got a decent one. When you see dodge and you're just like, yeah, of course you dodged. I remember end of last year we had the dodge crons, which I'm so grateful they haven't brought back. That was horrendous. I mean, I think that was the worst thing about it. They brought it out this time last year, so all throughout Christmas people were really angry about dodges. It's like they really didn't read the room. I mean, I'm so glad this year they've just bought a bunch of useless stat crons for the fact that at the very least they aren't going to have the same impact as last year. You know, I wouldn't be too surprised if they don't do dodge soon, just to sort of say, alright, we gave you Christmas off, now you can suffer. Defense, I don't mind. I can understand why people don't like defense crons, but me myself, I'm like, eh. Exactly, 19.5% special accuracy. I mean, who doesn't want that? Yeah, I think that's exactly the mentality to take. I mean, Art Trooper is sometimes in the chat, he's very vocal about not liking Datacrons, and I completely respect where he comes from with it, you know, because it's entirely up to everyone what their views are and things like that, but yeah, I feel like if you engage with them, then you get something back. Granted, if you can find a way to cope without them, you're doing really well. I wonder what we do here. We've got quite a lot to play with, obviously. Maybe just try Maul. Yeah, I don't mind mods in general. When I've played Marvel Strike Force, that was one of the things that actually put me off the game. The fact that everything was the same speed, everything was the same damage, etc. At least when I was playing, maybe I think they might have tweaked it a bit since. But yeah, I just didn't like it because there was no difference between battles, and it just felt very monotonous. You might have odd bits of RNG, like, oh, you missed kind of thing, but even then it was like, oh, okay, well. Alright, I don't know if I'm being completely disrespectful trying this, but we're going to give it a go. They put Bossk on defense, so you just mirrored it with yours. Honestly, that's a very good mirror match to go for. Just generally because you can manage it well. With these two being Empire, it could be a bit awkward with Cara, but I'm just hoping that we're able to chew through her now. She has got potency up, so I'm thinking let's just get rid of that. There will be a revive from Mon, sadly. Unless these two can kill Biggs in time. Nope, apparently not. Let's do that. Cara takes a turn. Ooh. Right, I was not expecting that full fit. I'm actually surprised there. They didn't go into damage immunity, did they? Or are they neutered in 3v3? I don't know. Anyway, bit of a silly drop. Scoundrels. Try and think who I wouldn't miss in terms of they aren't doing a lot for me. I think we could go with these two, maybe. Just thinking Dengar for AoE or Nest. But, yeah, Nest certainly feels better. Young Lando's more just for YOLO. Billy D2. I want to see more of... I won't call him Scando, but that's Skiffguard. But I want to see more of Donald Glover's Lando. I really hope they get that series off the ground. I mean, how long is it? Was it 2017 Solo came out? Yeah, ability block Kron. Alright. Oh. Alright, that was just naughty. I mean, I'm saying it was naughty just because I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, I had 100% turn meter, but they were like overloaded. So they took turns before I took mine. I mean, at this point, we're in a really sticky spot because I'm relying on birds and I've got no real good way of triggering them except for Nest. Yeah, just back out of this. We're gonna have to go with something heavier, just make sure I don't keep dropping on it. Let's just blow through it. Bit frustrating though. I mean, it's an ability block Cron 1, I respect that. Let's just get a stun over there. Yeah, I was gonna say I could have sworn there would be a counter in there somewhere. Yeah, that evasion up on Biggs is really underrated. No, apparently we don't get buff immunity there. That would have been really helpful. Yeah, there she is again. I wasn't actually around for the Wigs meta. I do wish I was, because it's just one of those things people go on about, and I'm like, oh man, I missed a fun one. It's like when people talk about the Qui-Gon meta, like OG Cap Qui-Gon before Omicrons. Yeah, that was way before my time. I started in 2018, so I came in just as JKR came out, pretty much. By coincidence, I didn't even know who Revan was. I only learned about KOTOR via this game. Yeah, I've heard about the HK one. Thinking of Qui-Gon as the saviour in those days, though, that's really amusing. Like, when I started playing, he was just someone you happened to get to 85 just for, you know, like, oh, I need 5 Jedi, let's do Qui-Gon. I can understand Tarkin. At least now, anyway. HK maybe for the 6th Empire team that was around at the time? Alright. Alright. Bye-bye, Raven. Sexy Raxy, can you just stay standing a bit, please? We should be alright, even if we do lose him, but I really don't want to. You know, I know what you're talking about there, crap. Even though by the time I came out, it definitely was becoming more of a case of wanting set factions. I feel like there was still a little bit of flexibility with team comps. Hey, that reminds me, sorry, I haven't mentioned this still today. Am I the only one who's surprised that Skalchurix has stopped playing? I mean, I know you could argue he hasn't done a lot of videos, so maybe it's not the biggest surprise, but I was surprised to actually see him put a post out saying, yeah, I'm done. I just thought maybe he was struggling to put content out. Yeah, I mean, Skal's always been good for theory crafting and whatnot. It's kind of why I thought about him, because we were talking about, like, interesting team comps, and yeah, he's quit the game. Put a post out this afternoon. He said he was hoping that the raid would give him a bit of renewed feeling for the game, but it just didn't. Here we go. Oh, by the way, you still need to name one of my SWGOH squads. Here we go. My motivation with the game has been on steady decline for the last couple of months, as you probably noticed with my lack of activity on this server and on my YouTube channel. But I was hoping to get some motivational boosts with the new raid. However, in my opinion, it completely missed the mark. It feels very bland to play, and some kind of minigame where you basically play Leia plus 7 variations at the same lineup that makes zero sense thematically. It's not what I was expecting from a raid. Conquest TVs are too big time sinking chores, and even GAC isn't as fun as it used to be due to the ever so increasing pay to win factor behind high relegate 9 count and infinite Datacron rerolls from the top players. I used to love this game thanks to the room it used to offer for skill expression, but has become a credit card contest and I am not interested in this, so I'm making this post to announce I'm quitting. I mean, think 7.5 years, it was a long bloody time to play into cool time. There's always a chance things will change in that regard, but alright, I do find that a bit funny. Go on, let's do this. I actually got a squad for imps. They are still technically squishy imps, but have I got like the rename button still? There we go. I'm actually curious if it will allow me to type that. Apparently it will. I mean, I've got no idea what goes into the mind of CG when they get these like auto block things, like, oh, you're not allowed to say or do that. But apparently that's allowed. Alright, so we got Shaak and the clones. Oh, that's what we'll do. 1, 2, 3, so you can have these. I love their drafts. Go and say 63k power, so you pretty much started really early on, haven't you? What I would say early on, right now, the best team you could probably focus on is Phoenix. You would ideally want to farm Captain Rex, which is not the easiest. But yeah, if you've starting an old account, it's probably best to restart it. But go and say, even if you have restarted and you're just saying you're at 63k power, I would still say Phoenix. Captain Rex has made them pretty good. You'll be able to get a few legendary unlocks, so they're definitely worth investing in them. Ewoks if you like a meme. Yeah, that is a fair point. You know, you could probably get a lot of good characters from a restart. I mean, if you haven't got anything from before, or sorry, anything from before, but if... How do I phrase it? If you've not got a lot from before, it might still be worth restarting. Just for the simple fact, like chat is saying, the starting characters you get now are much better. You get, let me just remember, you get Anakin, Ahsoka, Moff Gideon, Dark Trooper, Kylo Ren Unmasked. So you get a lot of good characters that you can at least use early on, even if they're not like, say, max stars or anything. But by comparison, by comparison, the starting characters early on, not as great. Oh, you got all those. Okay, so that's not bad then. So yeah, I would stick with what I said. I'd say Phoenix, just for the fact that, again, Captain Rex has really made them a lot better. So you should be able to get Palpatine, Thrawn, and via them, you can then work on Commander Luke Skywalker, and that can lead into some nice Galactic Legend territory. Whereas, I think if you go down another route, like say a Padme route or whatever, it's not bad, but it can certainly take a bit longer to get to a good place. Sure, I've got a Discord server if you want to pop it in there. Or pop your ally code and I can have a look after I've done my GACs. Wampa. Yeah, I'm going to say my account's closing in on 10 million GP, so I've been playing, a bit like I said before, from 2018, so it will be quite a way away. Yeah, level 48, that's, you've got quite a way to go still, but saying that, it's not actually that hard to restart it. Again, that's assuming you haven't restarted. I think you might have said you have restarted because you've got not Qui-Gon. You've got those characters we mentioned. So, yeah, how I see it, from level 48 to level 85, it feels like a long wait, but it's actually not that bad. You will probably get there in a month or two. Just have to log in every day, do your dailies. It can be a bit of a grind, but it's not too bad. I know sometimes there's an issue with the link for Discord, so if it isn't the correct one, will someone just pop the correct one in for me? I think that might be correct, but just in case. There we go. I haven't done that with Wampa for a bit. Brad, since you're doing the 50 crystal refreshes for Droid current B1, how long should it take to get him to 7-star? With them being double drops, I would say it's actually a bit rough to estimate that. It used to take about 3 months, I think, to get a character to 7-star, so it might be a month and a half now. I suppose it depends on your drop rates, though. I don't even know if 3 months is an accurate guess now, though, because I don't know if they've made altered the drops in any way. Oh, did they? That isn't bad then. I didn't know that, Smurfing. Okay, alright, we're back. Sorry about that, folks. Alright, let's just see what we've been missing. Yeah, it'd be really important to get into a guild draft. We do have a guild, or I have a guild that you'd be welcome to look for. Cere Mauldalorians, so feel free to look. And so we're trying to recruit active players, so go and say if you feel like that's you, go and say just drop sorry. Just drop into our server. I don't think I've got a command for our server, actually. I know it keeps popping up in the chat. There we go, I've just sent you a link in DMs. Just say you're on JJ's stream and you're looking for a guild. And if anything, there's a load of friendly people there, so even if you don't think it's something you want to get involved with, they'll be able to help you with stuff like team compositions. Darts, you'd be more than welcome. I would even get a room built for you, so you could be yourself. But yeah, that's about what I would do. I think you were saying before you would put someone in. Moff Gideon over Start. Me personally, I like Moff as a flex option. I like him as someone you can put with Padme, or if you just want to fast tune elsewhere. But I get it, Stark's maybe the lesser of some of the troopers. But yeah, the other team you go for, it's, if I just grab them, it's Iden, Shaw, Snow, Magma, and at that point it's usually Death Trooper. Scout Troopers around as well, so Scout can go somewhere in here. So there's plenty of different teams. Yeah, I think, especially in 3v3, Gideon's got that option, you know, it's a really good flex. 5v5 maybe less so, but it's still useful. Where would you use Dark now? Really do need Vias for Dark. Veers will just... How do I phrase it? Veers will get the best out of Dark, whereas you can't use him with Iden, because Iden's got a very specific lead that says no droids. And Moff Gideon, he really isn't going to be a good lead moving forward. So the only one is Veers, really. There's another Moff Gideon coming out soon that will be a good lead for Dark Trooper, but the game developers have actually said don't do it. So it's a little bit weird, that. Alright, we're time traveling with this one. I like it. It's hard cap stamina? I'm a little confused what that means, sorry. You talking about this? Yeah, could probably have used that. Hopefully we've got room for him. Oh, you're essentially talking about actually getting through the campaigns. Yeah, it can be a bit of a slog. I feel like once you've got a good team or a good set of teams, one dark side, one light side, you'll blow through it. And Cantina should become very easy at that point as well. Probably the hardest point comes when you got to do the mob battles. I think you get that at level 50. The actual mob battles aren't bad, it's the mob challenges that are the worst bit. Vader will certainly help. I'd say, I don't know if anyone disagrees here, but I'd say that Vader's probably the best character you can build without needing him for a team. You know, obviously he goes in teams, but we were talking about earlier when Brad was asking what can counter Geos, and it's like, you know, a big Vader can take down Geos easily. Oh, and that's a good point. When you're using allies, that will really help. It's why you kind of want to get into a guild so that you can ask people for friend requests and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Merciless was really... It was a really late addition for most of us. Still a good one, but late. So much fun, so man is twice the size as me. Smile, it's quirky as mine. We're holding hands, keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir performing all the Christmas songs that we love. Yeah, all the Christmas songs that we love. And in a while we're gonna go inside and by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. I'm trying to stall, but I haven't really got room to stall. Yeah. 55.
Making plans for what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you.
I'm being completely disrespectful there, aren't I? Yeah, surely. Oh. I'm trying to think what doesn't care about turn meter. Maybe Adrad? Actually, that'd have been a good shout, yeah. We've got a crew node, haven't we? Yeah, Negotiator's just such a great fleet in general. I mean, I think that's where I'm just really excited about getting Marauder built up because it's just going to revitalise that fleet. Where'd you get your new ally code? It's Can someone just help me describe that? Because I'm actually struggling as far as how to phrase it. You essentially click on your name at the top. It'll open up like your screen, your account, and it's down the bottom. I think that's the best way I can describe it. Sorry, I just had a really brain dead moment there. I was like, I can't think how to describe it. Yeah, I just couldn't think how to phrase it. I was having a dumb moment. This is kind of why when the guy reached out to me and said, "What do you want to place?" I was very open about whatever he did, because I feel like going into this, I felt like it was going to be easier. And because of that, I feel like I'm prattling around more than I would if I thought there was something on the line, if that makes sense. It's just that weird thing where you instantly let complacency into your head. And the thing is, the guy said he's going to let me win anyway, so it's not like I need to worry. But it's one of those where I know I'm doing weird counters and other things I wouldn't normally do. But yeah, if you ever need the ally code, that's where it is, obviously. But there's another one that might get asked for. I think it's the profile number. I can't remember if that's what it is. Let me just go here a sec. The only other number that people might ask for, and it's usually websites rather than people, is your player ID, and you can get that by pressing the settings icon. Honestly, I would say if a player asks you for that, don't give it. But if, like, I know SWGOH.GG website, when you sign up for that, which is worth signing up for, they will ask for your player ID, and that is really worth knowing what it is. Alright, so I know he was doing some down here. Yeah, he's done 2. Is he still at it? Ugh. You know, it's weird, really. Best way I can say it. Well, from his time at Fleetwood and Bristol Rovers, I thought, you know what, he might be a decent manager. But the fact of the matter is, he's a prick. You know, I just haven't got anything else I can add. Journey Guide's definitely good to do. You want to really be going deep into the Journey Guide. And it really does lay it out well for you. You start at the top and you work your way down. For the most part, anyway. Joey Barton was a footballer. He's now technically a football manager, although he's not managing anyone. And let's just say he's a bit of a moron. When he was a player, he was always in the headlines for the wrong reasons, like getting into aggressive situations with players, and he wasn't even like a great footballer. He was just someone who, you know, he was obviously good enough to play in like the top divisions, but you know, he wasn't like, say, someone who globally should be known. But yeah, he always acted really, really weird. And you thought, oh, maybe Age will settle him down. You know, maybe now he's a manager, he might act differently. And then he's been coming out with misogynist comments the last 24 hours. And you're thinking, why the hell are people giving him a platform to voice these thoughts, let alone why is he saying it? And a bit like Darts has said, cancelling himself. What time is reset every day? I believe it's local to you at midnight, I believe. But you can alter it. If you go into your settings up the top left and go on time, you can adjust it. You get 2 adjustments a year. So I think my reset's 8 PM right now in UK. What should we go for here?
It would not make a difference to me at all. No, I'm not wasting any dreams.
Is it ever 360? I wouldn't have known that. I assumed it was. I was assuming it was 365. Good to know. I can believe that, Ski. As far as the weird thing is, right? If you're talking about as far as where his career is, I didn't think he was in a bad spot. He just got sacked, but it wasn't like a big massive one. It was just like, oh, okay, he wasn't doing good in his job, kind of thing. So to suddenly be taking pot shots at female pundits and presenters and just basically anyone in that sort of field who's a woman, I'm like, you've just basically made it so that no club in any top division will sign you as a manager. And it's all, by all accounts, he's doing it because he's starting a podcast. Get a bunch of bots and a bunch of weird men who have misogynist thoughts like you, but other than that, you're going to get nothing out of it. I mean, it suits Saudi, but I don't know if that's what his game plan was. Try and get the interest from Saudi, get the money. Here's Morgan's a totally separate topic. I mean, the weird thing for me, right? During the COVID pandemic, he was on morning television, Piers Morgan, and I didn't mind his views at the time because he was saying things that I felt needed to be said at times. But in general, he's just completely off his rocker as well. Alright, we dropped a banner, but still that was alright. Okay, I think we just killed this without prejudice. I'm saying that without any real decent Jedi to go with it, but let's just throw Anakin in. I'm actually saying that no, because he's got healing immunity. Let's do that. Certainly won't underestimate it. And what guild is it that you were... Did someone reach out to you? Because I haven't been able to look on Discord yet, drafts. Because there's a few guilds in there. It's the Hermit's Family Alliance that I sent you to, because it's multiple guilds. But the guild I'm in is where my ult is, Genocide Mandalorians. I would have thought someone would reach out to you from there. honestly, we'd love anyone who's active, just for the fact that right now we've got people who aren't on Discord and it's really frustrating. Yeah, he's great, Darth. Honestly, it's worth just if you just say to him you're a newish player, or you're a returning player, he'll be able to set you up. He's the guild leader. Can I just say, I'm mildly impressed that they got one of my tunes out. I know Cere's a good team, Cere Malicos, but I'm still amazed how it managed to do that. Sorry, I was just writing to my guild, just saying who you were, drafts. Yeah, Destin, it says 50 out of 50. That's the top guild in the Alliance. Gensai Mauldalorians, yeah, we got an ad break. It's always happens, doesn't it? Alright. Here we go. Just while I'm typing this. Here we go. Ooh. Didn't mean all that. Typed a lot more than I meant. And apparently it didn't want to send, so yay. 1 second, darts. Of course I'm not signed in here. I really need to get that updated. It's alright, I closed down Discord and now I can't open it with Alt-Tab. Let's try this again. So, delete that. There we go, that's more accurate. And then... there you go. Okay. Yeah, so let me... sorry, I know I'm doing a lot of typing here. It's not exactly stream engaging. Essentially, here we go. Gensai Mauldalorians is the guild I was sort of leaning you towards. And yeah, this is who we are. So you can see what big characters we've got. That's stuff that's in the journey guide. Generally, the bigger that number is, the better the guild is. So, Darts, just out of curiosity, what's your guild's GP right now? Because I couldn't guess. But yeah, we're trying to streamline who we've got in the guild. I mean, there's a few who we haven't heard of for a while. So, I don't know what our numbers are. I think it's... yeah, we've got 45 members, so we've got a bit of room. we've said over once Christmas is over, just for the fact we don't want people stressing about finding guilds over Christmas. We are going to cull quite a few, and I don't feel frightened saying that on stream because honestly, the people who would be culling, they're not active on Discord, so I don't even know them. Honestly, it's $49.99, isn't it, right now? It's probably not a bad investment if you're putting time into something. Okay. Let's just murder this. Like, full-blown murder. I didn't even use the cron. Increase cooldowns. Wonder if we could delete Dooku. Oh. Let's do that. I think if he was a higher relic, we would have got him. I've got Dooku on my list of things. Not Dooku, sorry. I've got BT on my list of things I want to take to higher relics. Honestly, you want to do all of them. So try not to think about priorities in that sense. Try and think, right, I need a light team, I need a dark team. Once the light team's able to beat something, we just keep going as far as we can until we're struggling. Then you just keep building it further. Same with darks, and then you choose whichever one you feel you play better with for Cantina. I'm chuckling a little bit to myself here, some of these teams. I mean, again, I know he's put them down to be kind and give me an easy fight. I'm just laughing at the fact I'm like throwing Starkiller at this. I will say I'm appreciative to this guy for actually doing something like this because it just makes for a very chill stream as much as anything. He never actually said. I will ask him when we've done the round, I think. Just out of curiosity more than anything. He might not be able to beat your Jabba. I feel like Jabba's certainly a tricky prospect right now. Oh, okay, you're talking about 6-stop mods. Yeah, I imagine Wales really do invest in the mods more. Okay, hang on. Sorry, I'm laughing. Scott, who I was just saying, he's the guild lead for Gentile Mandalorians. I put a video in our officer room yesterday. I was trying to talk through Hot Utils, and he just said to give it a listen to, and I'll be honest, I recorded it after my stream yesterday, and I felt like I waffled for 20 minutes. So I'm just laughing that he's just listened to it while driving, and he's kind of got questions. I'm like, I'm not surprised. I try to be eloquent and I'm really not. Okay, let's just wrap this bit up because I could do again to Crimson actually. Well, we'll use Dash, why not? I'd really like to get to Ondo's Omicron soon. I think just having that TM bump is nice. Yeah, I played it in the past. I think it's about 3 years since I stopped playing though. And I think Darts is playing it right now. I know I stopped playing it before they did... Is it called Cosmic Crucible? Yeah, it's definitely a... it's a very similar game to this. I know they've got differences, but I think they've got very similar concepts. The main reason I stopped playing was the fact that I didn't enjoy the raid system there. I felt like it was a bit too much of a chore for me. But I can say, I didn't think it was a bad game by any stretch. It's just if I had to pick and choose this or that, it was this. I'll do that, I guess. And that. There we go. Can we get rid of that? You see, I don't really want to be hitting Seventh Sister while Hondo's... There we go. We can hit her a bit more now. I didn't want Hondo disappearing. Although saying that, I'm sure I heard recently that if he does escape in a battle, the banners do still count. But maybe that was just someone pulling my leg. Not 100% sure what you mean by shield again there, sorry. Are you talking about Marvel Strike Force? Are you talking about Honda there, maybe? Oh, over the HP bar. Oh, you're talking about this? That's protection. So, essentially, you get through protection before you can deal damage to health. It really kicks in when characters are gear 7, I think it was. Although, if you're building up Phoenix, Zeb should be able to give you protection early on. I think it's in his unique. Yeah, the only reason I remember Zeb was because it was just one of those cheesy ways of getting through Galactic War. Okay, that was short shrift. I'm curious if they set this in cheesy for fleet. Yeah, they went cheesy. Okay. I'm wondering if that's basically what his mentality was, that he was like... I don't know if he wanted me to weaken my defense. I mean, based on that message, I don't think he did. I think this is where this whole thing's confused me. I'm like... I feel like I've just had a walk in the park and then I've left him a Rey and a Jabba and said deal with it. And I know he's got everything at his disposal to clear it, but it's just one of those where I'm finding it a little bit amusing. It's like, was I meant to do more for you? It's like, my fleet wall's got Leviathan and Executor, and I'm like, you've got your Levy and your Prof and your Exec, so I'm sure you can get through it. Honestly, they will come very quick. I mean, I've just seen Scott's message in private. He's okay with you coming on board. I think he said the same for you, Darts, as well, though I don't think I saw a message between you. Not determined, it's Gentile Mandalorians. The Hermits family is a bigger alliance, and it's got multiple guilds in it. And there is Desert Hermits as a guild, and then the one I've been talking about is Gentile Mandalorians. It's where it can be a little confusing as far as in-game. They mainly refer to guilds, rightfully so. But when there's situations like ours where we've got multiple guilds, we essentially just call it an alliance because the guilds are aligned. I say that because this is the first game I've played that had a guild system. So before I started playing, I didn't know much about it. If I'd been in a game that required like guild systems and all that, I tended to not play it. But I'd made enough progress in this, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to get into a guild. Yeah, exactly. Some people do have negative connotations to alliances. I feel that's what I'm just trying to dispel more than anything, because I can understand why there is a negative at times, because sometimes they can be very overbearing. But equally, I do think it can allow for a lot of, how do I phrase it, good structure. Darts, pal, just give me a heads up if you go and say something like that, please. I only say that because these guys are my pals as well. Like I say, I'll have to give you your own room. I think I remember you telling me about it. Was that SBR? I can't remember. You think Geonosians need to build a team? They are a good team if that's what you're asking. You do have to wait till about level 84 until you can farm the big Geonosian, if you like, the good one. But you can make some early progress on the other four. That's how I feel a lot of the time, Art Trooper. Don't get me wrong, I love Dart's comments, but it's one of those where I just laugh and I think, I don't even think I could imagine them coming out of my mouth. And it's not because I don't swear on stream or anything, but it's like, even when I'm like, just talking normally, like off stream, and it's like, that would just never come to my mind. To be fair, like, I'm on Twitter sometimes and I'll see other things like that, you know, and I think, well, that is a very creative insult, you know, and I think Darts just comes out with them. He comes out with creative insults the way that Shakespeare wrote plays. I I feel like I'm a sucker for that, though. My favourite YouTube channel is Big Mooney. He's a Scottish YouTuber who plays Hitman. And you watch some of his earlier videos before he got demonetised a bit. Some of his insults on there were bleeding crazy. Well, I say crazy, they were funny. I've said it before. It's not that I wouldn't swear on stream. It's more I've said it in the sense that when I said I was going to start my YouTube channel to my mum, and JJ's by the way, Jan and Josh, she sort of said to me, "Don't be one of those sort of crash YouTubers who swear for attention kind of thing." And while I do think it's a little bit more complicated than that, I did agree to it as far as okay, I won't swear for the sake of it. So it kind of goes against what I said if I do that, but I know what you mean. It's like, there's room for it somewhere. Do we reinforce here? 25% health, that could get us there, couldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, honestly, right, I actually did that with my first girlfriend. Well, I say my first girlfriend, it's Wesker, who's been on in my chat as a mod sometimes. I've known her since high school, and back when we were just friends then, I actually remember that's when I first started swearing, because I was like, I want to try and cheer her up a little bit. So yeah, one day at school I just started saying things and swearing, and it just made her laugh a little bit, as if to say, I've never heard you swear. So it did the job, it made her smile and cheered her up that day, but ow. But yeah, a bit of a downward spiral since. That's the real one, isn't it? I've got slaughtered here. Oh, I forgot about that thing. Ugh. I don't like this. Oh, that was fucking shite. Go on, let's just do that. Seriously though, Prof. I haven't actually seen the full gear list. How good was it?
Just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Was there, like, no car attack or something? Hey, that's not bad. I stopped him at gear 7. I thought I won't take a chance that I need some of his gear, but it's good to hear that. Also, he doesn't need cars at gear 11. That's not bad. Maybe they want to make him early game accessible, you know, so people aren't like, oh, but I can't use him, you know. Be very nice of him. Okay, so it could be like you need 3 at gear 11. That's a bit of a bummer. Are you kind of racing to make sure that that stays true until Bo-Katan comes out? It's the thing with this game, unless you... Oh, Thrawn's T-posing. Yeah, unless you're a whale, you're always going to be chasing something, aren't you? I imagine it's nice when you feel like you're actually nearly there. I think this is the thing as well with it being an epic confrontation. I feel like I know I'm not going to have a long time to go for it, so I'm not worried too much about it. First time it comes around, I'm going to be nowhere near, so maybe I'll get lucky. You know, maybe be able to get it a second time, but we'll see. My big priority right now is making sure Cal Kestis ready. The main's nearly there with just Cal to finish off. Free to play's a little bit further off though. I mean, I assume he would help with the stars as much as anything. I mean, 25 extra car attack a month probably won't be that bad. Ow. I mean, again, at your level, I can understand that. I mean, I think it's one of those where I'd say if someone's going to work on it, it's, you know, leeway would be given. But I suppose it depends if you can afford that. $200 a month. I'm curious how that works out, because isn't it 25... Like, isn't it 25 for one star and 25 of the other for another? Alright, that was atrocious. Well, at least we got the clear. Alright, considering that was the easy one. Yeah, we gotta go over to Crimson. Okay, so round one for Crimson, we did get the win against Savannah. They didn't actually do too much. They went down south, and I think I triggered them. They didn't take on my Finn or my Bam because they couldn't be bothered to beat my Ewoks. They tripped once and it was as if they were emotionally damaged by it. So, yeah, Darth Revan, Bubba, they cleared with one. But considering I dropped one battle, they did have room to maneuver, so I'm surprised that they didn't come back. But anyway, that is that. So, round two against Fettsclone. So, we've got a bit of a GP difference here. That's 800k behind we are. We're 37 Zetas behind. 7 Omicrons ahead, that's the big one for me. 8 total relics behind. Okay, not the big one. 7 relic 5 pluses, again, not that great. Decrons. Yeah, I think okay, we're looking okay with that. I mean, it's 514 to 1432, and then I've got my 8, so yeah, we're looking good. 88 6 mods behind. Okay, again, could be better, but then we look at the mod scores. I mean, those 25s are atrocious. So 28 to 4, we're looking very favourable there. When it comes to GLs, yeah, it's not in our favour. We've got Slacker, Kenobi, and Sith Eternal, whereas my opponent's got Jabba, Lord Vader, and JML. And finally, Ship Count, they have got Leviathan, but they have not got Profundity, so a little bit of balance in there. Hang on, so is it the idea that it's that amount of currency per player? 150 or whatever I said per player, and then the equivalent equals the Kairos? Because if so, that is definitely worth it. Because I thought it was just like as a base reward. But if it's per player who completes the planet kind of thing, it's not actually bad. Okay, so over here we're facing Night Sisters with the Asajj army, Lord Vader. We got Padme, Gas, and Rey Jedi training. Feels a bit like my account before Hyperdrive, that, at least as far as the Resistance. South Wall, we got Crew, Jabba, Bossk with Zamacron, CLS, and Malgus. Not the top tier Malgus team, but not far off it. So we're going to start with this one. We're going to do First Order. I won't lie, I was just about to take an Aphra and I forgot which account I'm on. I was just getting so amped up then for doing an Aphra battle, and I'm like, oh, never mind. So, we got a tank, we got a turn meter engine, and we got the damage dealer. Can I get my music thing up? Yeah, I've done Starkiller in the past, but what I will say, there's more risk when it comes to 3v3, especially without Visas. I mean, Visas' Cron makes 5v5 definitely doable. Whereas, yeah, 3v3, you're just at so much risk of dying. It certainly feels like I can afford to use a GL on this. Oh, I don't know what it is, I've got an itchy nose. Old wives' tale. Itchy nose means you're going to be vexed. A bit concerning when you're just about to start a round. Alright, that bullshit doesn't look too thick, so we should be okay. Alright, give the Wookiee another poke. In your own time, Slacker. In your own time. Okay, Wookiee down for good. Yeah, just have to waste that one. Ooh, we got our ult. Oh, I thought we had. Never mind, we got a 2-turn ult. Might have been a bit early, but it shouldn't cost us. I mean, it's only Jabba. Worst case scenario, we lose Hux. There we go, we used up the blind. And get rid of the blind on Fost. Okay, pass turn and poke. Let's do an AoE. There we go. There shouldn't be a cooldown, no. I've done it in the past where I leave a guild, and because I've got an account in the guild, I can just join straight away. So yeah, shouldn't be any cooldown. There will be effects on rewards though, so if you're in a raid, you'll lose out on raid rewards, and if there's guild event like, it won't impact you with what level you are, but keep it in mind for the future. If you've got like a territory battle or a territory war ongoing, you'll lose out on rewards there as well. Happy Fish with a raid, party of 7. Thank you very much, Happy Fish. I hope you've had a happy stream, Fish. We'll explain it for you, Drafts. Go and say, I think at your level raids, you don't need to worry too much about it. Just do a hit so you get some rewards. But yeah, hello there, fish. General Kenobi, I should say. Okay, let's get JK Al out. Here we go. 1, 2. Well, we've already had a bit of a naff raid this year, so I think we need a good raid. Are you up to the task, fish? I mean, saying that, I don't think it'd be much worse than Motion Sickness Simulator. I really want to know what went through the person's head who thought, yeah, this is fine. I mean, I'd do it, I'm not against it, but it's just one of those where I'm like, come on. It does look weird. Oh man, you're well prepared then, fish. Let's do that. Stun. Heal. There we go. Yeah, there's no hurry. I'm going to say, just request an invite in your own time kind of thing. Well, I say request an invite, join. I'm not exactly sure how it looks on your end. Yeah, like I say, in your own time, unless there's a you should be able to join. There should be no limit on guilds. Hang on. If it says that in the guild description, don't worry about it. Let me just see. Yeah, I don't see anything there about it, drafts. Hey up, Chris, how you doing, man? Yeah, you should be able to join even if you're not level 85. No worries, fish. No worries. Go and say have a good day, man. Oh, wrong button. Sorry, I'm just juggling a little bit here. Yeah, there we go. There we go, giving you a guild invite. I mean, if you want to put yours in the chat as well, Darts, I will. Yeah, I was just going to say. Great minds think alike. You know, I was so disappointed this morning when I woke up. That sounds so bad saying it just like that and I'm taking a pause. But I woke up, I did my dailies for SWGOH. I'll admit, I rolled over and fell back asleep and I'm like... woke up about whatever time. And I thought, oh, it's Saturday. I'm going to say I've got a day watching Stoke. And then my mum just reminds me it's Friday, and I'm like, oh. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy my streams and all that, but I really was convinced it was Saturday. And I don't work, so, you know, it's not like I'm like you guys who've probably had a full day work and you'll be really disappointed remembering you gotta go into work. Here we go. Oh, hang on. Right, for some reason I can only give you an ally invite. It should be in your inbox momentarily, drafts. Oh yeah, Dart's got it there.
here and there, as dark as we're all. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas night.
I know I've just seen your name up as far as I'm sure I accepted the invite. Oh, of course it'd be it, wouldn't it? It'd be this one. Ah, that's it. You're in a guild, aren't you? So that's why it didn't work. It's alright, I'm just being dumb. Oh, okay. Admiral Snapbar, he's in my shard. Good guy, Scottish. I think he said he was a kook as well. For that reason, I kind of want to go up to Scotland just to check out what he cooks. But yeah, he seems a nice guy. I haven't spoke to him in a while because with shards being sort of null and void now, it's like, what's the point? Hey, it is a bit interesting that urban. You're on Snapbar in disguise, are you? Honestly, that's pretty cool, darts. I mean, we do have a food channel in the server, but it's like, I don't really go there. I've posted in there recently, oddly enough. We were doing some batch cooking, so I was kind of like, I won't just show off the big massive pot we were cooking in. But generally, I don't look at food just for the fact that it's where I'm aware of what I'm about to say. I don't like putting pictures of my own food on, because I think what I like the look of someone might think is disgusting, and that's kind of how I think about other people's. You know, I know people, it's one of the things that took me off Facebook actually, people posting pictures of food on there, and you wouldn't even be eating, but you'd just see the food and you'd be like, oh. You know, you wouldn't feed it to a dog kind of thing, and you're thinking, I respect people might be happy with what they've cooked, but I'm like, no, just don't post that, pal. I like cooking, but I don't cook as much as I should. I mean, to be fair, I say this just for anyone who doesn't know. I'm a carer for my mum, and right now she's got some stomach issues. So it's a case of she can't eat things that maybe in the past she could. So as much as I do like trying to cook things, it's tricky at times just because I have to sort of work within what she feels like eating. Well, it's either that or I've got to get a bucket for her for after dinner, which isn't exactly ideal. Should be fine, shouldn't it? I'm just trying. Sorry, Drafts. From what I can tell, you can speak English, but maybe it's not your first language, so sometimes I just have to try and interpret your meaning a little bit. But yeah, I think by that it's Parlez-vous non français. But yeah, I think is it short term or long term you're in a wheelchair? Like, is it essentially you've got to be in there for a spell to get better, or is it that midterm, so like for a little bit? Yeah. I mean, if that's something, then at least you've got a nice little goal with it. It's you've got what you know you will get better, if that makes sense. And in a way, I know it's not what you'd want in life, but playing something like this is actually a good way to just distract yourself from that. I mean, I say that from the sense that, again, certain parts of my life are not where I'd want them right now. Again, that's no shade on what's going on with my private life and all that. It's just, you know, I don't think it is what I'd want. By the way, that was a bad loss. But yeah, it's like I wouldn't change anything. You know, I wouldn't want to do anything different. And I think, again, it's where SWGOH is just kind of a good distraction from it all. You know, the little bad bits. Oh, where's it say that, Darts? I couldn't see it. But if I've sent you an invite, it should allow it, surely. I'll get in touch with Scott, just see if we've got a cap and if it needs removing. Because I don't think I can change it. We'll have a quick look. I'm pretty sure I sent you a guild link. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm not the leader, no. I'm an officer. There we go. You're in. There we go. Must have just taken a bit of time. Ooh. Actually, tell you what, just while I'm thinking about it. I'm not sure why I decided to write that in full, well, up and down caps kind of thing, but you love seeing some people's names on this. I've got to admit, that's one of the fun bits about this game. It's what I love doing in SWGOH streams as well, GAC streams, because you see a bunch of weird names when you play this. I mean, by comparison today, I've had quite a very mild name there, but sometimes you just get these names that you're like, what were you actually aiming for there? It's just fun trying to get in people's heads. Mauldalorians? Now, raid stuff, I couldn't say for sure what would actually be the limit. I'm just trying to think. I think you need to be level 85 and have characters at 5-star, but I might be wrong there. I might be wrong. Darts might know, he's probably been doing raids. I like that name. I like the ones that are suggestive, not just completely, not completely hit on the nose with it. We do the Endor raid, so I'm curious how that actually works out from your perspective, because obviously the raid you could join early. Sorry, I'm having to think this through while I'm doing the battle. Normally you just go in and do some damage even if you can't actually do anything to contribute, but because of how the Endor raid is, I'm not sure if you're actually able to contribute. Like, just do a basic hit. I've got a raid active on Temmin, so I could have a look. Just see if I can use anything that's under the threshold, if you like. Saying that, I've got T-Bow at level 85, 6-star, so I'm just curious what else I've got lower. I'm trying to think if there's like an obscure thing. Maybe I could see if Scout can enter. Well, I don't even know if I've taken Scout to level 85. Probably not on my main. Go on, I'm just going to load stuff up on my phone just to see what it looks like. Because what I would say, if you can't take part in the raid, it could just be awkward as far as you're missing out on some rewards that you could be getting elsewhere. But there might be solutions for that. Palps, don't die, man. Oh, I'm joining the wrong thing here. I mean, that certainly helps as far as you will be able to take part. Alright, base difficulty. And honestly, I'm just going to scroll to the bottom of my roster and see. Okay, so I could use my 7-star Ewok Scout at level 50. So level doesn't seem to matter. It's just stars. So if you've got a 7-star character that's eligible, which is essentially Ewoks, Imperial Troopers, or Rebel, some Rebels, you should be eligible. So that's the best thing I can say. If you can just get probably an Imperial Trooper or an Ewok to 7-star, you'll be able to get rewards. Yeah, Gear 12's level 2, so that is the good thing, that if you've got no gear, you can still register a battle for the first tier, even if you only score like 1 damage. Doesn't completely lock you out. I haven't done this for a bit, but am I right in thinking we go for CLS first, don't we? Because you don't want to get into a situation where CLS is just taking turn after turn. Yeah, I mean, again, we don't have like strict requirements in this guild. It's more just a case of if you can get that 7-star character, one's going to benefit your roster, obviously, but it just means you can get rewards from the raid. I'm worried already here. It's alright, I thought Savage wasn't going to heal then. I remember I used this last year in a Hitman video. It was so out of context, but that's why I loved it. It was just not a Hitman song. Yeah, Tarkin's eligible, isn't he? And he's quite easy to get to 7-star. And he'll help you with getting, say, R2-D2. I knew it was required for something, I just couldn't remember what. Oh, Shore's a good early investment. I mean, when you think Shore's like a 9 node, I think. Did you get him from like a treasure trove box or something? Yeah, I thought there was something there. Not a bad character to get from that, to be honest. Oh yeah, Rex would have been, he'd have been beautiful. I mean, on my free-to-play here, I got Tusken Warrior, and it wasn't bad, you know, I'd certainly rather get that than, you know, something I already got. But it's one of those where you're like, I'm not farming my Tuscans here yet, so it's like, do I really want that 7-star yet? But on the flip side, it saved me a Cantina farm, so I'm not complaining. Oh, damn it, I used that one turn too early. How's GAC going? It's going alright, Sabine. I'm going to say we're just on the free-to-play. For what it's worth, I would suggest you do your own, though. Time-wise, midnight here. I probably won't have time to co-stream one. Temmin won, but it was already pre-arranged, so that should be. We were all right. I'm trying to think what we could. Have we got Qui-Gon? We have, haven't we? There we go. Honestly, it felt a bit like that. We'd already pre-arranged the deal. Well, have another go, Annie. That's beautiful. I love that, how they just get obsessed with Cam. It's where the AI in this game's a bit tick. Or at least it can be tick. Before I got into Ralix, I loved doing it with Ben. You know, he'd just keep getting targeted and the AI just didn't know what to do when he wouldn't die. Okie doke. Okay, we got a slacker hiding back here. Can I just point this out, by the way? I know this is like at the near the bottom of a list of things that CG could do with working on, but the fact that Slacker has been in the game since 2019 and he is still wearing a helmet and holding a helmet, I can't help but think, really? Can't we sort this? Like I say, it's really at the bottom of the list of things they could try to fix, but it just gets me. Okay, so there was a Lord Vader up north, wasn't there? Yeah, so... yeah, the Sabine's alright. I mean, I preferred it with the helmet. I don't remember that, Wildcat. Might have been before my time, that, but it sounds a fun one. I'm just skipping over that darts. Okay, I'm in a very sketchy spot here. I need to be able to counter Slacker with C. I'm guessing Armourer and what? Come on, show me Slacker. Show me Slacker on this list. Don't make me type his name in. Man, I know he's not a defensive GL at the moment, but that was weird. Right, what was the comp? Hux first, okay. I'm not too surprised at that. Beck's really looking good as far as kits go. I mean, I didn't watch any streams, but it really doesn't surprise me. It's an option, that. I'm thinking maybe C could get us into that position. I mean, they're Sea-Thrawn Armourer. 5 battles. It's not a lot. I actually kind of like the sound of that, though. Because I've got my modding. You see. I forgot. You see. Okay, that's throwing that out the window. So yeah, it's got to be Starkiller. Maybe we can do something. Maybe. I mean, this is just rough. Yeah, I'm not too surprised about that. I think SWGOH GG and MSF.GG, they're both... I think they're by the same kind of people. I might be mistaken. I play another game, Marvel Snap, and I think they've done the website for that as well. Or the fan site. The player site. Yeah, there is one. I don't know if... Darts, is there any chance you've got the link for that? I have got it myself, obviously. It's just, I'm starting this. I'm saying Darts, but anyone. Just I know Darts has been chatting a lot. Okay. Throw the grenade. Huxy baby out. Okay, that wasn't nice. We'll get some offense up. Just get some protection back. Lovely. Alright, that nearly caught me out as far as not being prepared, so I'm glad we got through it. Yeah, it wasn't a great one. I mean, I'm not trying really slam him in the ground with it, but I felt it wasn't that great. Yeah, I think another time I would have lost that. Yeah, I don't even think the Datacron played too much part. I didn't feel like we were at a point where Hal Steel really came in. Or the riposte did anything. Alright, this feels like it's just an annoying comp. You know, you don't lose it, but it just takes forever to get through 2 tanks. I say forever and it took 45 seconds. I'm impatient. Alright, Rebels. We have got CLS, so we're not going to use that here, we're going to use these 3. That should be good enough. I'm going to save that for CLS. Although saying that, we have got one with Saul. What's that one? That one could be nice, because that way we should get ability block first turn. Just in case something goes wrong. That could be handy. Alright, nice and smooth. I can't say it's top of my wish list of mechanics. Alright. We outspeed Maul, we imp. Do we outspeed Maul? We do. And I think I will apply the Imp Cron just to gain that. It's not like the best level 6 in that group, but we'll take it. Alright, here goes nothing. Certainly better with the commandos. It's not a bad team. I think the thing is Maul generally isn't great on defense right now. At least without commandos. Bam, I don't like with Maul, but I get it as far as it does provide damage immunity. Bo-Katan will always give health and protection recovery for out-of-turn attacks, so she's definitely got a place with Maul. I feel like in 3v3 the best team you could put for Maul, as mad as it sounds, is Maul, Bo-Katan, Bam, because you can't nest solo it. I mean, you could maybe nest solo that in a pinch, because even though the Zeta's there, you could potentially just ramp up enough that you could get through them. But it'd be a chore. Whereas if you put Bam there, you just couldn't do it. The damage immunity and the heals would just stop you. I know, but the thing is, you're passing it between the two tanks. So it doesn't matter that Maul isn't a scoundrel. If you're using Nest, yes, you could go for Maul, but they will keep healing Maul up, so you've got to deal with them. Okay. It's not like... it's a counter I haven't used in a long time, I'll be honest, just for the fact that generally Bo-Katan enough is enough to just disrupt Nest. I think AD there had fat fingers. Oh, hang on. I've just realised you guys can't see guild chat. We have a rule around this place. Do not touch my Jolie. You have not obeyed those rules, General Grievous. That warrants death. It's a severe punishment, but hurting a Jolie is a severe crime. Can we remove that turn meter? Yep. I feel like I may have misplayed there a bit. Yep, there's the roll. I was a little concerned I went in the wrong order there, but yeah. We might be alright. Yeah, I think the only reason I stalled is I want to try and get my banners back, but yeah. Worst case scenario, he triggers Saviour. Just heal up Yoda again. I mean, he's definitely going to yeet someone. It's not that good. Alright, one banner lost on... Oh no, we got the banner back, cool. I'd given it up and they were giving it me. It's funny, I haven't even looked what they did. They got 68 and I haven't even bothered looking. We will, Luke. Do we... Or could we afford to take out Kenobi? I don't think we could, but I'm curious if Mace could go in there for Shatterpoint. But hang on, saying that, it doesn't do anything against GLs. I always forget about that bit. So annoying. Yeah. Yeah. It's not a bad thing, I'm just kind of frustrated at it. We haven't really got a Cron, so I'll have to just wing this. It's where I need to farm some more. Alright, just get rid of him. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to farm a few just to make sure I've got options, but it's more for the 3s and 6s rather than the actual stats. But like I said before, I'd rather that than essentially having a season like last Christmas where we were just having dodge crons and Lord Vader smacking everyone. That really felt like CG just going, we're on holiday, we don't care. You know, everyone's GAs were being ruined and CG were just like, nah, we can't deal with that now. We've got other things going on. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind, but it was not long after Datacrons had come into the game, so they really could have done with babysitting it a bit. Especially with such a controversial Cron. Okay. At least he hasn't healed. Okay, spoke too soon. As much as I want Kenobi to be healed, I'm thinking, let's pass a turn. Nearly. Alright. After losing last time in 5v5 with Kenobi, I thought, let's not chance it. Alright, gassy baby. I think we just try this. I mean, is there anything that really needs a try? Not really. I don't know why I'm going Datacrons, because we haven't got any, really. I haven't actually done Try versus Gas, but on paper it should be okay. I mean, if they hurt us, we just kill them. Okay, so Nihilus takes a turn, they're dead. Yeah. Well, yeah, that didn't happen. I could have sworn he lost protection. It wasn't even a little bit out, it was still at 6. By the way, where's 5s? Just realised I was going for Rex, and I thought, hang on, why am I going for Rex? And then I thought, there's no 5s. Alright, should definitely be there now, or at least almost there. Oop. Ow. Yeah, it's the cooldowns. Gas will just increase them. There we go. We got it. Wasn't clean, but we got through. Alright, padders. What are we doing with you? I think we can actually do CLS here, can't we? I don't think it's a big, massive rework needed, but it certainly would benefit from a, as you say, a touch-up. But maybe if he was a perma-taunt, then he'd be overpowered. When you consider he's got revives. I thought I heard you. Shut up. Sorry, I'm trying to think how I manage this battle here. Alright, that was good that Kenobi missed the buffs, but you can just dispel. I don't know if I'm wrong thinking this works. Yeah, I'm doubting it. I think I've got like 5v5 in my head. I know in 5v5 this works, because then you've got the extra offenses such with Horn, and even though they gain protection up, you just get past it. Whereas here, it's not as clean cut. Try and work on Yoda a little bit just because he's the weaker of the bunch. Alright, I think I'm back at it before I waste time. Not a loss, I'm happy about that one. Maybe we could do Gidme. Just overpower it. Okay, that worked. This is trouble without a tank, though. Yeah, there's the cleanse. There we go. 34. Really, I should have gone straight in with that. Okay, RJT. I'm inclined to think something with crew would work. Although maybe Geos could do it. Yeah, he's only gear 12. Unless you think these three could do it. No. I need to remod him. Yeah, I think the only reason I'm thinking Geos, could they get through the Brute? Let's see. I would like not to use the big hit from Spy. There we go. I was hoping that would do more. Yeah, I don't think this is a bad call. Essentially, I was just trying to think of what I would have tried maybe 5 years ago and failed with. Like, I might have had Ray, but I didn't have any hope of beating a Geo team with it. I mean, it's poor banners, but still, we get through. Alright, this one's not too bad. Yeah, I feel like GBA is certainly up there as one of the best investments you can make. You know, he might not always fit into a team, but when you need him, he's there. I feel like Django's got that kind of criteria as well, because you might not always use him, but damn, he's useful. I mean, when you think Django's pretty much... He's like one of the kings of flexibility. Bounty Hunters, Separatists, Mandalorians. You can just put him where you need him. Alright, I'm going to snooze this ad break. Fingers crossed we can get this done in 5 minutes. Chimaera.
Let's go outside. Snow's falling down and every child is having so much fun.
Ow.
Keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir perform. There's no signs that we love. Get over Christmas.
Just about hung in there. I might have to do that in the new year, just to try and give First Order officers some extra relics. Because I do rely on this counter. Even if I built up Chimaera, I'd use Chimaera to take out a Leviathan. Ooh. I don't like that. That buff immunity is horrid. I mean, you don't 100% need it, but man, the battle's easy when you got it. Alright, there's the big boom. Okay. If I speak, I'm in trouble.
Let me give you a Christmas. A moment we'll fill with love, joy with love. It's so beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents. As long as I
Yeah. No, you remember that? Well, my mum's just asked for some Pringles. I will avoid mentioning that. Yeah, what goes through some people's minds, I don't know. All right, we need 2 counters for these. I'm kind of reluctant to use Chimaera in case I need it here, but I think we need to play safe. I think if in football terms, that's a 2-footed tackle. Not necessarily a sending off, but certainly the sort of thing that I would have been oofing about if I saw Robert Tooth doing back in the day. Alright, so again. Yeah, honestly, Facebook jails. I go back to it. I'm glad I stayed off there. I've got an account there, but I rarely look on it. Never right. I mean, I've got JJ's page, but every time I try and get a bit of momentum and write on it, I just forget. It's because I can't interact with people. It's like I try and join SWGOH pages and they're like, you need to have been on Facebook for blah 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 amount of time, and I'm like, well, I can't get into a pattern of it because I've got nowhere to talk. Alright, we'll take that. Geos. I wonder if I could do Radis with Geos. Because it's not a full Mal team. I mean, send me a link. If I ever hop on Facebook, I might join and all that, you know. Yeah, I was in two minds about what to do with the Radis. It doesn't help it's not 7-star. I think that's why I was trying to shoot down with it. Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, just because we're in here now. Okay, do that. That doesn't really impact us, so we'll do that. Does nothing, of course. We'll do that. Alright, that blows a bit. To put it mildly. All I need to do is stall to an ult. It could be better, but I don't think it's horrendous either. Compared to Echelon, it doesn't do as good a job. Alright, I just need to not die. That's a good start. That's a trouble to get a turn. Okay. I've got some kooky rebels, but the preload could be horrid. Yeah, it's a sign of what's a good MILF. You got HMF and you got RHF. And don't even get on to LHF. Okay, so that's the Bossk droids. I can kind of live with that. It might be a good Hail Mary, that. Trouble here is, if you've not got any allies, you're not really benefiting. Alright, get that out. Alright, go gate out. Alright, I was hoping to aim for that, but it was a taunt. Yeah, I need something. Go, I'll do that. Slow damage, but it meant that we got the Geo out. This is such a weird fleet round. But I feel like this is okay now. We can negotiate this safely. And then, like you say, a levy kind of group with Mace should be alright. I know it has to happen, but it's kind of murder how they all go for Anakin. I'm actually glad there isn't a Marauder here. Okay, last one. Actually, I'll go for Tarkin. Tarkin just makes more sense. If I haven't got enough here, then I don't deserve to win. I mean, I probably still don't deserve to win based on banners, but we'll see how that pans out. Yeah, that's the original. Okay, so we get the full clear. 1969 though, not great banners. So what did they do? Took down my FOTP Army team. I don't know. That's like having a little nibble into it. Yeah, I guess so we got the 69 in there somehow. I mean, I said about my lack of crons on offense, but I have got them on defense. I feel like I need some good holds just to balance out my offense play. But I don't know if we're going to get them. Ewoks are always on defense for me in 3v3. Never seem to do well though. I feel like that's a sneaky little bounty onto team. You said I wish this will never be over. Darling, it's time for your present. Come over here. Now it is time to get out in the snow. And I want that to get some hold soon, but I'm not expecting it. Choirs will sing and the joy bells will ring. Nobody loves you never know, Zori might catch someone out. I mean, I know it's not under an optimal lead, but I kind of wanted to split them up and I felt that was a good split. May have to rethink these walls though. Can't say I'm 100% happy with them.